conform to that.
Right. Yeah.
So fingers crossed. Hopefully he does a good job with it.
Alternately, we could just start a campaign so that Shane Black and Joss Whedon both get to helm a movie just called Fucked Over.
Yeah, I was really excited to hear about Shane Black possibly writing this. I'm a big Shane Black fan.
How can you not be? He's one of the greatest. If anybody who's good at writing back and forth between characters, like funny dialogue between people, like buddy. Hell, he invented the buddy cop genre pretty much. Yeah. That's the guy, and Iron Man is perfect for him with that, especially presuming that they're going to play on the strength of his relationship between him and War Machine.
Rhodey.
Yeah, Rhodey, because that's one of the stronger points of Iron Man 2 is those two whenever they're on screen together, and they're not on screen together anywhere near enough.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see
that's one of the strong points of Iron Man 1, and they dropped the ball in
And
Iron
I would
Man
hope
2.
that the third one would be much more about the two of them in like a buddy cop type of deal.
Could they recast Rhodey with Danny Glover?
He's too old for that.
They should just like plug in a different black actor. They don't look at the difference in size or skin color.
They look exactly the same.
You know what, Leon? They don't see color.
Rhodey's black?
Corey, what are you talking about?
See, exactly. I could have played Rhodey, and you guys wouldn't have even noticed.
How about Donald Glover? He's free, right?
No, he's playing Spider-Man.
Oh, right.
What's going on?
Me and Harris have synced brains.
But you know what? That is the news.
All right.
And now let's get on to what everybody's just sitting here going, will you talk about it already?
All right, so on to the anime corner.
No.
Damn it.
Oh.
Or save that for last. Because they're dying to... Come on, man. Just give in already and realize that what they want to hear
that
about...
didn't work on Cat. It's not going to work now.
...is what the hell happened last week.
You guys go ahead and talk about it.
I'll just start off, I just want to say my apologies to Brian Salisbury, who went out of his way doing research and preparing for the B-Movies episode and gave a lot of great fucking information about it.
He did a great job.
And then nobody talked about it at all.
Well, a few people did.
A few people did.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, as you look through the 55 goddamn, I think 57, almost 60
and counting,
pages of comments, there are plenty where people talked about.
Even so, he felt, and justifiably so, hijacked by the whole thing.
Yeah,
and I was like, it wasn't like we planned for it, so.
But you know what? I mean, to Brian's credit, he did a great job.
He did.
I was super impressed by all the knowledge he fucking laid down in this room.
He's tight with the knowledge, man. Yeah. Seriously, with that stuff.
It's funny. We came into it where I'm like, man, I don't think I know that much about B movies. And by the time it was done, I was like, you know what? We could do a follow-up episode on this.
Easily.
We need to.
We really should.
Yeah. We'll do one on C movies.
Well, I mean, the subject is just such an interesting one because it's so broad and there's so many frickin' places it could go. Did I say frickin'? What the fuck? Am I sick today?
Well, you don't want to wear it out too much.
I can't believe you said that.
I couldn't either.
But anyway, he knows. I've already talked to him in person. I'm so sorry. We'll have you back on, and you can do honestly, you can tell us what show you want to do, and we'll bring you back on for that. But now on to the real thing that everyone was.
And Brian's really into anime.
The real thing that everybody was upset about.
Oh God, don't bring me into this.
You can do almost anything you want.
Let's talk about what people were genuinely upset about. Is that Harris didn't like Full Metal Alchemist.
Fuck that show. Fuck it in its fucking face. Get some men to play male characters.
Finally, you and I can agree on something.
Now, you guys don't fight.
All right. Honestly, let's give you guys a chance to respond to just other than the massive amount of typing you've done already in the 57 plus pages.
Well, I think we could just,
I think at this point we just have to make out in front of people.
Well, that would be a treat.
HelloSpill.com.
Oh man, Jello wrestling between me and Harris.
You can sell tickets to that shit.
Well, you know what?
The squared
Sunday
circle.
that Sunday of Spill.com we have blocked off to do a Leog thing. And I'm not sure what to do, so if you guys want to do a Jello wrestling.
Yellow Rose.
But you know what? It is funny because you guys both mentioned the fighting disciplines you're into. John, you were a boxer, and Harris, you are a master of martial arts. So the question is, who would win in a fight?
A Jello fight. I would eat all the Jello.
Yeah. And while he's slowed down, I win.
Watch him
Finish
wiggle, see him squiggle. Cool and Rubio.
Let's never do this Jello fight.
Yeah, hot oil is so much better.
I would rather make out with him, actually.
Having actually done Jello wrestling, it's not nearly as much fun as you'd think.
No, it's not. I've done it too.
What the fuck is happening in this room?
We wasn't at the same time.
It might have been.
I guess. I'm lost in the tidal wave of trying not to picture either one of these guys in a Jello wrestling match.
So if anyone...
Five-way Jello wrestling match. I've got video. It's awesome. I'm not kidding. I really do have video.
I think we're well past the point of caring whether you're kidding or not, and me looking up online for proper therapists to help me.
So we pretty much covered it, right?
Look at Kat wanting to talk so bad.
I have so much to say. It's not about me. Come on. I'm the only girl here.
She wants to talk about when she was doing Jello wrestling.
Actually, she
does. Wait, is
that the footage?
Who did you think I was wrestling?
Okay, I take it back. I want to see that footage.
Yeah, I want to see this now, too.
All right. Well, we might as well move into Harris's anime corner.
Wait. Harris's uninterrupted anime corner.
Wait, what the fuck? We didn't even talk about the prank.
Oh, John,
let's talk about Jello wrestling.
John,
Don't you realize all the people were saying that I need to get my own podcast because of that? Well, here it is.
Yeah, we can't keep it going. Everybody knows it's not a prank. Come on.
Sure. You know what?
Oh God, don't do that. People are gonna believe you.
Oh, come on, man.
They already do.
Honestly, conspiracies, they don't really exist. There's no way, like, we could possibly set up something as elaborate as this.
It's been proven that Oswald's one bullet could have done all that killing.
No idea what's happening right now.
Either.
Sure. Anyway, Harris's anime corner.
So the way it happened is we were getting ready for the show and somebody said, "Oh shit, you know what?
John,
Tomorrow's what?"
John, I don't want to like teach you comedy 101, but when you explain a joke, it's not fun anymore. and you explain it on the forum like 7 times.
All right, fine. I'll shut the fuck up.
Actually, I was looking forward to hearing
real.
this. I was looking forward to hearing this live, but when you say it like that, Leon, you have a very.
I don't like anyone listen to us the first 5 times anyway. Or the times we've explained it on mic that we're actually.
You know what you guys totally missed? You should have set this up so that Rubio got really pissed when you told him not to explain the joke and stalked off.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Leon. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fucking like make fun of the people that thought it was real. Like, holy shit, guys!
Jesus Christ!
The thing is, I'm not even mad at people who thought it was real because they genuinely care.
Well, I'm not mad at them either. I just think it's hilarious.
They're so invested in it in our podcast that they were emotional about it one way or the other.
I was flattered.
I mean, I will say the thing that I did on my Sour Stream Spill page, and I really feel strongly about this. Like, April Fool's Day is one of those things. I mean, it is Christmas for the internet. Let's face it. Brian Brushwood said it, and I was like, dude, you nailed it. It totally is. But it's one of those things. It's like it's a test of critical thinking in some ways. There's nothing wrong with that. You should feel proud about that. To go like, hey man, I saw this thing, and I went, oh, hold on, and I was able to deduce that, you know what, not everything you hear is necessary or read is necessarily true. But more importantly, April Fool's Day, if you are fooled by it, is about being a graceful loser. It's about being someone. It totally is. No, it totally is. It's about one of those people when you ever been in that situation where you were so sure of something and you were loud about it, and then it turns out you were totally wrong, and then what are you going to do? Just yell louder? Most people will, in fact, just yell louder. And the thing about April Fool's Day is about being graceful enough to go, okay, you got me. That's fair enough, you know, and to be nice about it. And I think that's why I like April Fool's Day, because those two things together are like, wow, these are important lessons that Americans in general are really bad at.
No. When Collins page.
When I remember back when Orson Welles broadcast that aliens took over the world and I killed my next door neighbor.
Yeah.
But you know what? I apologized to his wife when it was done, and she was a good sport about it.
Killed the next door neighbor like days before, though.
You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. It's called natural selection.
Oh, he got me. Damn it. I just will say it was fun. Yeah, everybody, I think by now people have mostly calmed down and realized, okay, we're just having a bit of fun. If you ever watch The Real Deal or that clip from The Real Deal that we can't seem to kill completely.
No matter how hard we try. I can't believe anyone believed it in the first place. With that.
Call the cops.
I know.
Police showed up.
Yeah. Well, we didn't even just do it like straight. It was like the parody of the Ren and Stimpy episode with the walrus. You know, the call the police.
Yeah. And it was the second time we'd done one of those things. It was funny.
And I saw that episode live, but I didn't call the cops.
He was like, "Fuck those guys."
Yeah, he's probably like, "Ooh, I want to see some shit." Hey, throw some popcorn in there. But hey, everybody, you know. I appreciate even the people who got upset. You know what? I appreciate the fact that you care so much.
No.
And I love you all, except for Steve Wilcox, who is a cocksucker.
Yeah, he is.
And I just invite him to not listen to this podcast anymore.
And I would say to Mr. Wright as well, my own personal. It's like whatever. Saying you don't have the time to watch anime television shows is like
Mr. Wright,
lame.
Helping me, please.
Flimsy excuse.
On my side.
I'm like, you know what? When you're in my place, when you do what I do for a living, then you can say something. But until then, you can shut the fuck up because you don't have a clue what you're talking about.
When you mentioned that to me the other day, I wasn't sure what you were talking about. And today I read, why does he hate you so much?
I don't know what his deal is. It's one of those. It's yet another person trying to find an angle to go, nope, Cyrus just hates anime. That's the only logical excuse.
Could an admin change his name to Mr. Wrong?
Exactly.
Wait a minute. So, Cyrus, when I came in and you were jerking off to anime, was that not appreciating it? Or?
Well, sure, but that's not in the way I want to sit through all 18 episodes.
No. After about like 20 minutes, you're done with Robotech.
Yeah, you just watch the one incest chick with a dick scene and you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, that Minmay's hot. I don't care how.
Yeah, sure. Okay, one tentacle up the.
That's a really creepy place.
Show of hands. Who hasn't jacked off the Astro Boy?
Hey, the dude's got machine guns out his ass. That is a rare thing in a hooker.
Here he comes Astro Boy, jerking off into space.
Every time they refuel him, I get a Woody. I'm just saying. Come on. It's a tentacle away from a G-spot male orgasm.
Can't believe I complained about your highness. So anyway, moving on to anime.
Hold on. All right. What the fuck was all that? Getting in front of the joke.
Moving on to Novocaine Hour. Holy shit.
All right, so this time, since everybody bitched at me for not liking Full Metal Alchemist, I'm continuing to not like Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood can go blow itself. I want to go around the room really quickly and just everybody toss in one stereotype that you think of that comes to mind when you think of anime.
Big eyes, little noses.
Mr. Right.
Close enough. Go.
Endings that don't make any fucking sense.
Shit. I don't know. I haven't watched enough to even say, to be honest.
Damn, that's sad.
Well, everyone keeps saying you hate anime. I'm like, I've seen a lot of the movies. I've seen almost none of the TV, and that's entirely I've seen just enough to go, doesn't look like it's really my thing.
How about
not enough to really judge it.
One of those shots where a character looks all like they're deep in thought and emotion, staring off into a horizon while a shitty Japanese pop song plays.
Okay, no, I got one. Oh. When they're doing an action scene and it's just a still picture of the character that they're moving past a background with like shit drawn on it to give an impression of motion, speed lines, and you're like, wow, is every action scene going to be this? Because this isn't very exciting.
It's funny because when I think about all the cliches of anime, then somehow my brain flashes back to Cowboy Bebop, which doesn't seem to follow any of those.
No, but let's just some of the other ones that get tossed around out there, especially by people who've seen enough of it to hate it. Besides the big eyes, we got the preteen girls. We've got the random mecha.
Yep.
The preteen girls who don't wear nearly enough clothing.
Yep.
And of course, animal ears and tails and all the random other shit. Today, I was in San Antonio and hanging out with a friend of mine, Ellen Winkler, who runs what started off as the first anime club in all of America. And she pointed out to me a show in Japan where they managed to take just about every cliche in anime, both classic and modern,